What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 14, episode 6, I think. I'm not sure. I'm doing this as an upload. Meet me in about 30 minutes on Scotty by Nature's channel. We're going to be doing a live panel, so I'll get a little more in-depth into all of this. But this episode, for the most part, was Bo's having a wellness day. We know that last week she had surgery, and so she's still recuperating. So she's having a wellness day. She's having the ladies over her house. She's got the men were called the happy hands. I don't know, the beautiful men's. The beautiful men's were over there giving massages, and she had the chef who was beautiful as well. Her party planner, everything looked really nice. Everything was beautiful. And all the ladies were invited to come over, so all of the ladies came. But the conversation at hand was Kyle and the text message. Now, I want to be honest and tell you guys, I think part of this argument at the Viper Room was cut out. And I'm going to tell you why. Because at the Viper Room, Kyle was like, hey, all we do was send memes and we send jokes back and forth. I didn't know that showing the text messages was a big deal until Bose brought it up, and then Kyle actually showed the text messages. Now, it doesn't really matter at this point because Kyle showed the text message, and baby, when she showed the text messages, she opened up a can of worms. So now everybody is talking about the text messages, on the way to Bose's house. We have Jennifer Tilly, we have Sutton, we have Garcel riding together. Erica shows up, Kyle shows up, Dorit shows up. And what I found to be interesting was, baby, Dorit is coming for Kyle. See, Dorit, let me tell you what I don't like about you right now. And I've said this before. I think you putting 20 on 10. Now, I was with you, Dorit, and I'm still with you as it relates to Kyle talking to your husband, because I do think they had conversations beyond sending messages and jokes back to each other, right? However, you was picking at that girl, woman, from the minute she walked in, and she came in there in a dress, and you were like, so is that your comfy wear? That's what you consider comfy wear? Dorit, I know like hell, you are not sitting here talking about what Kyle has on when you spent your first 2 seasons on this show trying to outdo Erica Jane. Baby, the best thing that could have happened to you was Erica Jane ran out of money. When she left her husband and the money was gone, and she couldn't give you a whole moment every time she dressed up, every time there was an event. Because what we not going to do, whether we like Erica or not, whether Erica has fallen out of grace or not, what we not going to do is take away the fact that Erica Jane was a moment, okay? When Erica Jane and her creative team put together a look, baby, it was a look, and it was complete from head to toe. From the hairstyle, to the makeup, to the outfit, to the shoes, to the purse, to the nails, to the jewelry. And you spent your first 2 seasons on this show trying to outdo Erica. So what we are not going to do is sit here and act like you never overdressed for a moment, because you did, and you did it all the time. So for you to be throwing at Kyle, like, oh, so is that your comfy wear? And then you're going to throw Be Shady in your confessional talking about, oh, well, it is from 2005. Now, let me say something. Again, Kyle, I ain't with you with this text message situation, but I'm going to be with you on this one. Baby, that dress might be from 2005. I don't know. I don't know when that dress was, what it was, who it was, and how it was. But again, I'm going to look to you, Dorit, and I'm going to say, but is her stuff, or is it borrowed, and is it, not authentic? Because, Dorit, I'm side-eyeing you, okay? I'm side-eyeing you. Now, moving right along. So you started it with Kyle. Now, I get it. The Viper Room was explosive or whatever, but again, you started it. So we go outside, we have the happy hands, massage people doing their thing. Now, Garcel, you knew them men, like on a first name basis, and you knew more than one of them. And Garcel said, oh yes, I know them well. Yes. Oh yes. Okay. So Garcel is laid back, living her best life with her friends from the Happy Hands place. And here come Dorit. Here is where I feel like, Dorit, now you're trying to round up your troops. Now you're trying to get your army together. Because here you come rolling up on Garcel, and you go back to the Viper Room and want to explain why you felt some kind of way about what Garcel said to you at the Viper Room. And Garcel was like, yeah, I hear what you're telling me, but girl, if I didn't mean it, I wouldn't have said it. Like, I asked you how you were doing, I asked you how you was feeling and what you was going through, and I meant what I said. So, you know, Dorit was like, I know we haven't always been friends, but honestly, you know, I just want you to know that, you know, if I thought you meant it, and da-da-da. Baby, Garcel was like, girl, you are really messing up my zen right now. And that's when I knew then. I said, so Dorit is trying to round up the troops. Okay. So Jennifer Tilly done already told her person that's doing her massage. She done already said, baby, this is the calm before the storm. They're going to be screaming and hollering at each other in 5, 4, 3, 2. And damn sure almost on cue, they were. So what had happened was, Boz asked Kyle to show the text messages. Now, Bose. I'm sorry. I like Bose. I do. Do I think that Bose was being messy in this moment? I don't. I think Bose really was curious as to, one, she wanted to see it for herself. Like, I know Garcel gave her the 411, but she wanted to see it for herself. And two, I think a part of her was like, now, girl, why would you share these text messages with everybody except for Dorit and me? Now, you, not so much, because, I mean, you know. But Dorit, certainly. Like, you were real adamant that you would never show Dorit them text messages, but yet you was down to the Chuck E. Cheese and whipped out your phone. Because, again, you trying to round up your troops. Let's call a thing a thing. Everybody's trying to get some troops. Everybody's trying to get an army behind them. We're going to call it a thing. Eventually, Kyle whips out the text messages. And Kyle is reading the text message, but she's trying to break it down and explain what each thing meant. Now, let me say this. Kyle, I have no idea why, of all the text messages that you probably had with PK, that's the one you chose to read. Because I'm sure you could have scrolled back a day or two, a week or two, a month or two, and there probably were some, you know, memes that y'all were exchanging. Baby, I would have screenshotted that, and that's what I would have shared in the group text, okay? And I'd have been like, get off my back. This is what we do. This is how we talk to each other, and we'd have moved right along. The fact that you chose to read the text message that insinuates that not only do the two of y'all talk on a regular basis and talk about deep, dark issues, but that you talk about stuff that he doesn't want repeated. Whether it's to production, whether it's to Dorit, whether it's to Mauricio. It does not matter. You, because she tried to make it seem like, oh, he doesn't want me to tell production. Forget about production. It doesn't matter. The fact that you are having a conversation with your friend's husband and he is telling you things to the point where you are assuring him that you will never share anything that y'all talked about in confidence with anybody. Again, I ain't saying you can't have a relationship with that man. But don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. You could have just as easily have said to Dorit, listen, girl, I know you and your husband are going through what you and your husband are going through. But through the years, me and your husband have built a relationship where I would talk to him about shit I had going on. He would talk to me about stuff he had going on. I never betrayed his confidence. He never betrayed my confidence. I'm sorry if that makes you uncomfortable. I'm sorry if you have a problem with that, but I won't do it again. I'll stop doing it now. Because here's where I'm going to have to side-eye you, Dorit. Because you had the nerve to say, because Child Kyle threw a whole hissy fit and, you know, she stomped off and came back and stomped off. Child, don't nobody care about that. Because I feel like you'll be the first one to tell everybody else when they would stomp off or get an attitude, stand in your stuff. Own it. Well, that was Lisa Renner that said own it. But you know what I'm saying. You'll be right there with Lisa Renner. So, Dorit, you said, and we're not going to skip over this like it didn't happen. Dorit, you were like, well, I know. I knew all along. I knew because PK would tell me. Well, girl, if you knew, then what are we doing? If you knew that Kyle was having whole conversations with your man, outside of what Kyle said she was doing, then why you ain't call her on that shit at the Viper Room and keep it moving? I mean, other than producing a TV show, let's put that to the left. Other than the fact that we're producing the show, why are you, ma'am? What we to the left? To the left. So Kyle is throwing a fit. She crying. She, because how dare they do the same thing to her that she's done to everybody else for the last 14 years on this show? How dare they question her and hold her accountable and make her talk to them and make her answer their questions? How dare they do that when she's been doing it to people for the last how many years? Okay. But then she stomps off, because that's how I felt like she was doing. Child, she's still in her robe outside waiting for the damn Uber to come. And it's funny when they do stuff like this and they didn't drive. So Kyle really couldn't go nowhere until her Uber got there, right? So she just out front of Bose's house, like standing there. So Dorit comes out there, and her and Dorit end up having, a conversation, but it is what it is. Because like I said, Dorit knew you was lying and you were lying, and nobody is buying the whole I was talking to production. Kyle, you was talking to that woman's husband and she don't like it. So that was that whole thing. So the next scene we see is Portia's birthday. They bought her a Porsche. Mauricio was over at the house. They were going to Europe. Portia and some of her friends, he was taking them to Europe so they could, hang out, party, whatever. I think it was her 18th birthday. I think it was her 18th birthday. So they bought her a Porsche. Listen, I ain't mad about rich people doing rich people shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, her name is Portia. They can afford a Porsche. I think it's cute. Clearly, she's had her license for a while. Like, she's 18. So, I feel like she's had her license for a minute. She was probably driving, Kyle's old Mercedes or Range Rover or something for the last couple of years. So, they got her a car. Okay, it was cute. Mauricio was there. Whatever. Then we see Garcel and Sutton down to Garcel's beach house. Baby Garcel, you gonna make sure we see. Baby Garcel said, y'all talking shit about my beach house. Y'all want to know where it is? Well, here you go. This was the third or fourth scene she done filmed down at her beach house. And I ain't mad at you, girl. You better let the people know, because people was talking about you in that beach house. I might have mentioned it a time or two. But people was talking about you in that beach house, so you better let them know it's here. Baby Sutton said that she don't appreciate the fact that Kyle stomped off and left them hanging when she'll make anybody else stand in their shit. And she gonna tell her about it. Okay, Sutton. Sutton, that's why people be cussing you out. Because it's just not that deep. Girl, you done walked off. You done stomped off too, child. But that's why they be cussing you out, Sutton. And y'all know I like Sutton. But, baby, that's why they be cussing you out. Last but not least, we have Erica and Dorit going out for the facial. Dorit, you're the reason why people can't stay neutral when two friends are fighting. I think Erica has done a damn good job of staying neutral as it relates to Kyle and Dorit. But you want Erica to take your side. And what Erica said is, look, both of y'all are my friends. Kyle gave us a perfectly good explanation as to what she was saying to PK, why she was saying it to PK. And she is my friend, and I'm going to choose to believe her story. And Dorit was like, but you don't believe her. You don't believe her. Oh my gosh, Erica, why are you not saying she's wrong and I'm right, Erica? Why aren't you taking my side of this, Erica? Erica was like, listen, I'm not going to do it. Stop trying to put me in the middle, because I'm not going to choose a side. And I must say, we are in episode, 6 or 7? I give Erica all the credit in the world for being able to stay neutral through this bull hockey. I give you credit, Erica. I honestly do. I really, truly do. And Dorit, you're the reason why it is so hard for people to do that. Because here's the reality. Kyle is my friend, and I'm not going to throw her away. Do I agree with the fact that she was talking to PK? No. I told her. it wasn't cool. I told her I didn't like it. She said she wouldn't do it anymore, and she apologized. Sometimes I don't be understanding what y'all people want. Like, somebody makes a mistake and they apologize for their mistake. What you be wanting from these people? I can't give you more than I'm sorry. I can't give you more than, you know what? That was a lapse in judgment. Probably wasn't the best decision. My bad. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing more I can say. The deed is done. So Erica is like, look, I told her I didn't like it. I told her it wasn't a good look. I told her it wasn't cool. She apologized. She said she ain't gonna do it no more. That's all I got. That's it. That's all. So Erica, kudos to you, because you stood firm. Dorit was really trying, and you were like, girl, I'm not going. Girl, I'm not going. Anyway, that's it, y'all. That's all I got. Meet me on Scotty's channel in about, 15 minutes, honey. And I will talk to y'all later. Peace. Well, I know this is an upload, so it probably ain't 15 minutes. Go catch the replay, okay? Go. We done already recorded it. It's over there on Scotty's channel. You come on over there and see what we was talking about, okay? All right. Peace.